Project Power, starring Jamie Foxx, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Dominique Fishback, who I've never heard of until now, Courtney B. Vance. It's good to see him in something modern again. I like that guy. He's a good actor. This movie is about a kind of a twist on the drug dealer movie type deal. It's also kind of a twist on the superhero type deal. There's a new drug on the streets. It's called Power. It's a pill. You take this pill and you get a superhuman ability for 5 minutes. Imagine you were super fast or invisible or super strong, or you can control flames or whatever for 5 minutes. What would you do with that power? Probably something that you shouldn't be doing. So this is what's happening. And Joseph Gordon is in it, and he's a cop, and he's got to try to get these drugs, these superhuman drugs, off his streets. A little bit of a secret about him. Jamie Foxx enters the picture, and he also is trying to get the drugs off the street, but for a completely different reason. A little bit of a twist with him as well. It was well acted. It looked like, if I were to take a guess, I would say that they rushed it. They did this in a shorter time than they normally do a movie. The special effects were great. The movie was good. The acting was great. But it felt like a Netflix movie as opposed to a big budget Hollywood AMC type deal. It was good, don't get me wrong. It was a very good movie. But it did feel like it was going straight to Netflix, which isn't bad, but it's just what it felt like. So you've got Jamie Foxx trying to get these drugs off the streets and taking them from people who potentially have superhuman abilities for 5 minutes. You know, how do you deal with that? You know, what if you shoot a guy and he's bulletproof? What if you punch a guy and he can freeze things and your hand turns to ice and explodes or something? You know? What if you're chasing a dude and he happens to be able to bench press a truck? You got to be careful. And the drug gives certain people certain powers. It gives other people the ability to just blow up. They die. But if you get a power, say your power is super strength. Every time you take that pill, you get super strength. If you overdose, you'll get that power and you're still going to blow up. If your body can't handle it, you take that pill, you're going to blow up. So it's a chance that you take. But you can take that pill and for 5 minutes have superhuman abilities. You can tell usually who's using it because they all have stopwatches on their wrist, and when they take the pill, they hit the watch so they can count down their 5 minutes and know when their power is going to run out or whatever. It was not a bad movie. And the girl, who's a high school kid and a drug dealer, is compelling in the movie. I enjoyed watching her because the story kind of wrapped around her almost as much as it wrapped around Jamie Foxx, and that was kind of cool. So I liked it. If you see it, talk about it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's see what you think about it. This movie leaves a lot of room for its own Project Power universe, or at least a sequel. I think that they have a good chance of making another movie. If this one picks up and it gets accepted by a lot of people, I think they can make another one. Jamie Foxx might have something here. I say Jamie Foxx because he was the biggest name in the movie. Jamie Foxx might have something here. And I give this movie 7 bags of popcorn. Man, 7 bags of popcorn. But that's what I think. More importantly, what do you think? Have you seen the movie? Did you like the video? If so, comment, subscribe, and like.
Popcorn passport. Get your popcorn passport.